Hello guys, my name is Kitty and this is Kitty Crochets. You're humbly welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I kindly beg of you to subscribe before we go into today's tutorial. And for those who have subscribed, I am really humbled. You can also follow me on Instagram at Kitty Crochets. And yes, so in today's tutorial, we are going to look at how to make a crochet waterfall skirt. Hope you love the pattern, cause I really do. And yes, let's start right away. We are going to start our skirt by making a waistband, and for the waistband you are going to measure the hips of the person you're making the skirt for. My hips are 33 inches, so you are going to measure your hips as well, and those hips are the measurements we are going to use. So I am going to make a chain that is going to equate to 33 inches. So by a chain, I'm going to start by making a slip knot. I bring my yarn, rotate it around my finger like this, and then pull this out. I then bring my hook right here in the middle and pull this behind yarn. So after that, I am now going to start making my chains, and for a chain I am going to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Well, I am going to do this up to when I have something that can stretch up to 33 inches. Well, this is my chain and this can stretch up to 33 inches. So I am now going to add this side to this side. I'm going to bring my hook right here in the very first chain that I made, this one. I bring my hook and then I am going to make a slip knot, a slip stitch. I yarn over, pull through this chain and also pull through the loop that I have on the hook. Well, this is slip stitching. So after that, we are going to start by making a waistband, remember. So I am going to chain one and turn my chain. I am going to be using double crochets, so I am now going to make double crochets all around this chain. So I am going to yarn over, and in this very first chain, this one, it's where I'm going to place my very first double crochet. So I come right here in this very first one, I yarn over and pull through 3 loops on the hook. I yarn over, pull through the first 2. I remain with 2 loops on the hook. I yarn over, pull through the last 2. This is a double crochet. I yarn over, come into the very next one right here. I yarn over and pull through 3 loops on the hook. I yarn over, pull through the first 2. Again yarn over and pull through the last 2. I yarn over, come into the very next chain, this one. I yarn over, pull through 3 loops on the hook. I yarn over, pull through the first 2, and then yarn over and pull through the last 2. Well, this is how a double crochet is made, and let me show it to you for the last time. I yarn over, come into the very next one right here. Yarn over, pull through 3 loops on the hook. I yarn over, pull through the first 2, and again yarn over, pull through the last 2 here. So let me be placing double crochets in each and every chain. Make sure that you do not skip any chain. And yes, let me do this and come back when I am at the end. I have reached the end, so I am now going to make a slip stitch to join these 2 parts. I am going to come on top of this very first double crochet that I made. I yarn over, pull through, and also pull through the loop that I have on the hook. After that, I am going to chain 1 and then turn my work. So for our waistband, I am going to use front and back post. So I am going to yarn over. We are going to start by making a front post. So in this is our first double crochet. So I'm going to yarn over and then bring my hook right behind this very first double crochet and pull it from in front to make a front post. I yarn over, pull through 3 loops on the hook. I yarn over, pull through the first 2, and again yarn over, pull through the next 2. So after a front post, this is a front post, I am now going to make a back post. I am going to come, and this is our second double crochet, and pull this second double crochet from behind like this. I yarn over and pull through 3 loops on the hook. I yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. I again yarn over and come. Our next double crochet is going to be a front post. I come and pull this next double crochet from in front like this, I yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on the hook, I yarn over, pull through the first 2, again yarn over, pull through these last 2. So this is a front post, back post. Hope you can see it, that a front post is in front, a back post is behind, and then a front post is in front. After a front post, I am supposed to make a back post. I come, since we are going to make a back post, I pull this double crochet from behind like this, I yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on the hook, I yarn over, I yarn over, pull through the first 2, and then yarn over and pull through the last 2. That is a back post. Our next one is going to be a front post. I yarn over. For a front post, you pull it from in front, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on the hook, I yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the next 2. This is a front post. Our next one is going to be a back post. For a back post, we pull the next double crochet from behind like this, I yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. The next one is going to be a front post. For a front post, you pull it from in front, and for a back post, you pull it from behind, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the next 2. Yeah, so this is going to be it. And yes, let me be placing a front and back post, and let me get back to you when I have reached the end here. Yeah, so well, I have reached the end of this line, and now I'm going to come on top of this very first front post that I made, and I am now going to make a slip stitch. So I yarn over, pull through, and also pull through the loop I have on the hook. After that, I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work. Well, I don't usually like big waistbands, so I am only going to stop on these 2 lines, but if at all you feel like it's not enough for you, you can add more lines of front and back post. Yeah, so well, I am now going to start with making the body of my skirt, and for the body we are still going to be using double crochets. So I am going to yarn over and start by placing a double crochet in this very first stitch right here. I yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the next 2. So I come into the very next one and also place there a double crochet. I come to the next one, place there a double crochet. These are 3. I am going to make 7. This is the 4th one. I come to the 5th one. 5th one. I then come to the 6th one, and yes, this is the 7th one. After making those 7 double crochets, you are going to chain 2. Those are 2. You yarn over, you skip 1 stitch down here, and after skipping that 1 stitch, you come to the next one and you place there a double crochet. You come to the next stitch, you also place there a double crochet. You again place 7 double crochets after skipping that 1 stitch. Yeah, so this is the 4th one, this is the 5th one, and this is the 6th one, and lastly I come to my 7th one. After making the 7th one, I again chain 2, 1, 2, I yarn over, I come and skip 1 stitch down here. I come to the next one and I place there my first double crochet. I come, place the second double crochet, the 3rd one, oh good, the 3rd one. I come and place the 4th one. I come, place the 5th one. This is the 6th one, and then this is the 7th one. Remember, after making the 7th double crochet, you chain 2 and then skip 1 stitch down here and then start again with placing 7 double crochets in each and every stitch. Yeah, so well, let me do this and let me come back when I am at the end of this first line. Well, I have reached the end of this line, so I am going to come on top of this very first double crochet that I made, and I slip stitch, yarn over, pull through, and also pull through the loop that I have on the hook. After slip stitching to the second double crochet, I am now going to start placing my double crochets. So in this very first one, I am going to start by chaining one, and after that I place a double crochet on top of this on top of the second double crochet. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first two, yarn over, pull through the next two. I come to the next double crochet, I place there a double crochet on top of the next one, also place there a double crochet on top of the next one. These are 4. I come on top of the second last one and I place there a double crochet as well. So for our second line, we are only going to be placing double crochets on top. We are going to start by placing a double crochet on top of the second double crochet, and we stop by placing a double crochet on top of the second last double crochets to make it second last double crochet to make it a total of 5 double crochets. So after that, instead of chaining 2, we are now going to chain 4. Those are 2, 3 and 4. I then come, remember we start by placing a double crochet on top of the second double crochet. So I come on top of this second double crochet and I place there a double crochet. That is 1. I come in the second one. This is the second one. This is the third one. This is the fourth one, and then this is the fifth one. For our second line, we are only going to be having 5 double crochets. So this is the fifth one. You end by placing a double crochet on top of this second last double crochet. So after that, you chain 4 instead of chaining 2. Remember, for the first line we chain 2, we now chain 4. You again yarn over and come on top of the second double crochet. You place there your very first double crochet. You come on top of the next one. You place there your second one. You come right here, place there a third one, the fourth one, and the next one. And then you come on top of the second last double crochet of the first line and you place there our 5th double crochet. After that, you chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, you chain 4. You chain 4. You yarn over, come on top of the second double crochet. This one, you place there a double crochet. This you also come on top of the next one. This is the second one. Remember, they have to be 5. This is the third one, and this is the fourth one, and then this one is the 5th one. So after that, you chain 4. This is 1, 2, 3 and 4. You then come on top of the second one, you place there a double crochet. Yeah, so this is going to be the pattern for our second line. So let me do my second line and let me come back when I am done with it. Well, I have chained 4 and I'm going to come on top of this very first double crochet that I made, and I slip stitch. For slip stitching, you never pull through and also pull through the loop you have on the hook. For the third line, I am also going to slip stitch to the second double crochet, this one. So I am going to come yarn over, pull through, and also pull through the loop that I have on the hook. I yarn over, and in this very same space, I start by placing there a double crochet, yarn over, pull through, and also pull through the last loops. So I come in the second one, I also place there a double crochet. I come in the second last one, I place there a double crochet. So this makes it 3 double crochets for our third line. You always don't have to place a double crochet in this first double crochet and the last one. So after that, instead of chaining 4 like I did in the second line, I am now going to chain 6, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. After that, I yarn over, I come on top of the second double crochet, I place there a double crochet, yarn over, come on top of the next double crochet. I also place there a double crochet, and also on top of the second last double crochet, and I place there a double crochet. This makes it 3 double crochets. After that, I chain 6, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. I yarn over, come on top of the second one, I place there a double crochet. I come on top of the next one, place there a double crochet, come on top of the second last one, and I also place there a double crochet. After that, I chain 6, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Yeah, so this is going to be our pattern for the third line, and let me do this and come back when I am at the end of this line. So I am at the end of my third line, and I'm going to come on top of this very first double crochet that I made, and I slip stitch. So come pull through and also pull through here. I again slip stitch up to when I reach this second double crochet. You start by always slip stitching to the second double crochet. So I've reached the second one, and I'm going to start by placing a double crochet right here on top of this second one, just like we've been doing for the previous lines. And yes, so we are now going to be placing only 1 double crochet, and this is going to be on top of the second double crochet. Remember, our third line had 3 double crochets. So after that, instead of chaining 6, we are now going to chain 8. These are 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. We are now going to be chaining 8, and then you yarn over, come on top of the second double crochet, you place there a double crochet. Hope you're getting me. You place there a double crochet, you again chain 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. You yarn over, come on top of the second double crochet, you place there a double crochet. Yeah, so this is going to be our fourth line. After that, you chain 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. You yarn over, come on top of the second double crochet and place there a double crochet. Yeah, so this is going to be the pattern I'm going to use for the fourth line. And so let me come back when I am at the end of this line. Well, I have reached the end of this line. I'm done with chaining 1, and I am now going to slip stitch on top of this very first double crochet, but I've already cut off my yellow yarn, so instead of just slip stitching, we are now going to change color. So I am going to bring in my second color and attach it. I'm going to bring my second color and then add it to my yarn. I attach the 2 colors together, and then I am going to come on top of this very first, so I am now going to come on top of this very first double crochet that I made right here, and I then slip stitch. I pull through and also pull through the loop that I have on the hook. Hope you can now see that I have now added a different color. Well, after adding my other color, I am now going to start by making a chain of 1, and this is it. So I am going to start by placing a single crochet right here where I have attached my new color from. So I come right here in the very same stitch, I yarn over and pull through. These are 2 loops on the hook. I yarn over, pull through the 2 loops. That is a single crochet. So we are now going to be dealing with the double crochets that we left hanging. And by that I mean these double crochets that we did not attach double crochets on top of them, and they are 3. This is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I am now going to come on top of the first one, this one. I yarn over and pull through. I have 2 loops on the hook. I then come right in between this space, this one, I bring my hook, yarn over, pull through. I then pull through the first loop that I have on the hook. I remain with 2 loops. I yarn over and pull through these 2 loops. Hope you're getting me. I then come to the second one, this one on top of it. I bring my hook, I yarn over and pull through. I have 2 loops on the hook. I then come right here in the space, the first space, like the space in between these chains, this one, the very first one. I yarn over, pull through the first loop. I again remain with 2 loops on the hook. I then come to the next space, this one, which is the last one. I yarn over, pull through. I remain with 2 loops on the hook. At the end, I just yarn over and pull through both the 2 loops. Make sure that as you're doing this, you don't have to make it like too tight, because it will tend to pull your work. Make it too tight and don't make it like too loose. Just make it like, make sure it's moderate. So I then come to the last one, our last hanging double crochet. I yarn over and pull through. You start with a space that is very next. So this is our very next space, this one, the space in between the chains, this one. I bring my hook right here in this space. I yarn over and pull through this first loop. I remain with 2 loops on the hook. I come to our next space in between the chains. I bring my hook, yarn over and pull through the first loop that I have on the hook. You always yarn over and pull through the very first loop that you have on the hook. So I come to our last space, and this is this one. I yarn over, pull through the first loop. At the end, I have 2 loops. I yarn over and just pull through both the 2 loops. So after that, I am now going to come in this stitch that we skipped down here. It's where we are now going to be placing our hook. So I bring my hook in this one stitch that we skipped down on our first line. I yarn over and pull through. I get my 2 loops on the hook. So in this very first space, this one, make sure you do not skip any space. In this very first space, it's where I bring my hook, I yarn over and pull through this first loop that I have on the hook. I come to the next space, and that is this one. I yarn over, pull through the first loop. I come to the next space, this one. I yarn over, pull through. I also come to the last space, it's this one. I yarn over and pull through. At the end, I get 2 loops, and I yarn over, I just pull through both the 2 loops. So I am now going to resume handling the double crochets that we left hanging on this other side, and they are still 3. This is 1, 2, and this is the 3rd one. So I start with the first one from down, this one. Hope you're getting me. So I come right here, I yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook. I come to the very first space, this one. I yarn over and pull through this first loop. I then come to the next space, this one. I bring my hook, I yarn over, pull through the first loop on the hook. I come to the last space, this one. I yarn over, pull through, and then at the end I yarn over and pull through both the 2 loops. So I then come to our second hanging double crochet. I yarn over, pull through. I then come to our very first space. I yarn over, pull through this first loop. I come to the next space, this one. I yarn over, pull through the first loop. At the end, I yarn over, pull through both loops. So I am now coming to our very last hanging double crochet. It's this one. I yarn over and pull through. I come to that space. I only have 1 space. I yarn over, pull through this first loop. At the end, I yarn over, pull through both loops. Hope you can see that I am now covering the space that I made. and our waterfall stitch has started coming out. So when I come after that, I am going to come on top of this one double crochet, this one, and I place there a single crochet. So I come on top of it, I yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook, I yarn over, pull through both the 2 loops, and that is a single crochet. We are now going to resume handling the hanging double crochets. So I am going to come right here on top of this double crochet, I yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, I come right here in this space, I yarn over, pull through this first loop, I remain with 2 loops on the hook, I yarn over, pull through the 2 loops. So I now come to this second double crochet, this one, I bring my hook, I yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, I come in this very first space, I bring my hook, yarn over, pull through the very first loop, I come to the last space, I yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, I yarn over, pull through the 2 loops. I am now going to come on top of this double crochet, this one, I yarn over and pull through, I come in this very first space, I bring my hook, yarn over, pull through this first loop on the hook, I come to the very next space, I bring my hook, yarn over, pull through the very first loop, I come to the very last space, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through again. So I am now going to come in this stitch, this one, the middle stitch that we skipped, this one, I bring my hook, yarn over, pull through, I come in this very first space, I bring my hook, I yarn over, pull through the first loop that I have on the hook, I then come to the next space, this one, the very next space, I yarn over, pull through the first loop on the hook, I come to the very next space, yarn over, pull through the first loop on the hook, I come to our last space, this one, I yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, I yarn over, pull through the 2 loops. So I am now going to come on the hanging double crochets on this other side. I am going to start with this one, the one down, I yarn over, pull through, I come to the very first space, this one, I bring my hook, I yarn over and pull through the first loop, I come to the very next space, this one, I yarn over, pull through the first loop I had on the hook, I then come to the very last space, this one, I yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook, at the end I yarn over, I just pull through both the 2 loops. So I now come to the very next hanging double crochet, this one, I yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook, I come in the very first space, I yarn over, pull through this very first loop, I then come to the very next last space, yarn over, pull through the first loop, at the end yarn over, pull through both the loops, I come to our last hanging double crochet, it's this one, I yarn over and pull through, I come in this space, I yarn over, pull through, and at the end I yarn over, pull through both the loops that I have on the hook. So I come on top of this double crochet, this one, the one double crochet, I place there a single crochet, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, I yarn over, pull through both the loops on the hook. So I then come right here on top of the hanging double crochet, this one, I yarn over and pull through, I then remain with 2 loops on the hook, I come in this space, the very first space, I yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook, I yarn over, pull through. Hope you are getting me. So I then come on the next hanging double crochet, it's this one. You deal with this one, the one which is on the second line from up, this one, the second line, the third line, and then this one on the fourth line. And then after that you come right here in the middle in this stitch, the one we skipped down here. After that you come on the hanging double crochets on this other side. That is, this is the first one, the second one, and then the third one. So yeah, let me show it to you again. So I come, this will be our next double crochet. I yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook. I come in this very first space, this one. I yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook. I come to the very last space, yarn over, pull through. I remain with 2 loops on the hook. I yarn over and pull through the 2 loops. I then come on top of this double crochet. I yarn over and pull through. I come right here in the middle, this very first space. I yarn over, pull through the first loop on the hook. I come to the next space, this one. I yarn over and pull through the first loop on the hook. I then come to the last space. I yarn over, pull through. At the end 2 loops, I just yarn over and pull through both the loops. I then come right here in the middle, yarn over, pull through. I come in the very first space from down. I yarn over, pull through the first loop. I come to the next space. I bring my hook, yarn over, pull through the first loop. I come to the very next space, this one. I yarn over, pull through the first loop. I then come to our very last space, this one. I yarn over, pull through, and at the end I yarn over, pull through both the 2 loops. I then come on top of these, the hanging double crochets on this side. I'm going to start with this one. I come on top of it, I yarn over, pull through. I come right here in the middle of this very first space. I yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook. I then come right here in the middle of the next space, yarn over, pull through, and I remain with 2 loops on the hook. I come in the middle of the very last space, this one. I yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and at the end I yarn over, pull through both the 2 loops. So I am now going to come on top of this double crochet. I yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook. I come right here in the middle of this very first space, this one. I bring my hook right here. I yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook. I come to the very next space. I yarn over, pull through the very first loop. You only pull through the first loop on the hook. At the end, it's where you yarn over and pull through the 2 loops. So I come on top of our last double crochet. I yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook. I come in the very first space. I yarn over, only pull through 1 loop. At the end I have 2 loops on the hook, so I yarn over and pull through both the 2 loops. When you reach this double crochet right here in the middle, you just come on top of it and place there a single crochet, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through both the 2 loops. Yeah, so this is going to be the pattern, and let me do this and come back when I am at the end of this line. Well, I have reached the end. So right here at the end, remember we started with placing a single crochet on top of the double crochet that we had here. So I am just going to come on top of this very first single crochet that I made, and I slip stitch. I yarn over, pull through, and also pull through the loop that I have on the hook. So you have to make sure that where you placed the 7 double crochets down here is where you place them up here, and where you skipped a chain down here, it's also where you're supposed to skip a chain up here. So the stitch we skipped was right here. That means we are going to skip this stitch. I'm going to start by placing a double crochet right here in this very first stitch, this one, that is 1. I come on top of this very next stitch, I place there a double crochet, those are 2. I come on top of the next one and I place there a double crochet, these are 3, and then I come on top of this one and place here a double crochet, these are 4. So the 5th one will be the stitch we skipped down here. So I am not going to place a double crochet, I am instead going to skip this stitch and I chain 2 and then start placing one. I start with placing my very first double crochet after that one stitch I have skipped. I come place the second one on top of the second one. I come, this is the 3rd one. I have to make a total of 7 double crochets. This is the 4th one, this is the 5th one, this is the 6th one. Make sure you count them in that so that you don't make any mistakes. And this is the 7th one. You chain 2, skip the longest stitch, go to the next one and you start placing the 7 double crochets. So this is going to be the pattern, and let me be doing this and get back to you when I have reached right here. After my 7 double crochets, I have chained 2. So after chaining 2, I am going to skip this longest stitch. I come to the next one, I place there a double crochet. I also come to the next one and I place there my second double crochet. I come to the next one and place there a 3rd double crochet. So hope you can see that I have 4 this side and 3 on this side to make it a total of 7. So I am now going to come on top of this very first double crochet that I made and I slip stitch. After slip stitching, I am going to chain 1. I am going to start by placing a double crochet right here in my very first stitch. I come to the next one and I also place there a double crochet. I come to the 3rd one and I place there a double crochet. When I reach on this one, I won't place there a double crochet. This one must remain hanging, remember. So I am now going to make my chain, and instead of chaining 2 like I have done here, I am now going to make a chain of 4. This is 3 and then this is the 4th one. I yarn over, I come right here. I'm going to come to the 2nd one and I place there my first double crochet. I come to the 3rd one. I also place there my double crochet. I come to the 4th one, place there a double crochet, come to the 5th one, place there a double crochet, and also to the 6th one. This makes it a total of 5 double crochets. And when I reach this one, I skip this one. Always make sure that you skip the last 2 stitches. Make sure that you skip them. After that, I chain 4, 3, and this is the 4th one. So this is the 1st one. I skip it. I just come to the 2nd one and I place there my first double crochet. I come to the 2nd one, 3rd one, place there a double crochet. So place my double crochet right here and come here. This becomes my last double crochet. I skip this one, I chain 4. This is the 4th one, and again at the beginning I skip the 1st one, come to the 2nd one, place there my double crochet. So let me do this and get back to you when I am at the end of this line. Well, I have chained my 4 already, so I'm going to yarn over, come skip this 1st one, come to the 2nd one, place there my double crochet, yarn over, come to the third one and also place there a double crochet. This I have 3 this side and 2 this side to make it a total of 5. So I come on top of this very first double crochet and I slip stitch. Yes, so after that I chain 1. I'm going to start by placing a double crochet right here in my very first stitch. Come to the next one, place there my double crochet. I skip this last one, so instead of chaining 4 here, I am now going to chain 6. These are 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. You increase the number of chains by 2. We started with 2, 4, 6. So I yarn over, come here, I skip the first one. I place my double crochet in this second one, place my next one in the third one, and also the fourth one. I skip this one. I chain 6, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. I yarn over and come right here. I skip the first one. You skip the first one and the last one. You only place the double crochets in the middle. That makes it to reduce the stitches. So I placed my double crochet here and also right here. I skip the last one and I chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So let me also do this and come back at the end right here. Well, I am done chaining my 6, so I'm going to yarn over. I skip this very first stitch, come to the next one, and I place there my double crochet. So this makes it a total of 3. Remember, we have been having 3 double crochets for this line. So I come on top of this very first double crochet that I made and I slip stitch. After slip stitching, I am now going to chain 1. I'm going to start by placing a double crochet right here in this very first stitch. So I place there a yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the next 2. So this makes it to be only 1 double crochet that we are going to be having for this line. When you skip this one and this one, it makes it only 1 remaining in the middle. So I am now going to chain 8. For the previous line we were chaining 6, so I am now chaining 8, 7 and 8. I come, skip this one, come to the next one, place there a double crochet. After placing that 1 double crochet, you chain 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. You yarn over, come on top of the next 3 double crochets. You place 1 double crochet right here in the middle. You again chain 8. Yeah, so let me do this and get back to you at the end of this line. Well, I have reached the end of this line and I've chained 8 already. I join them together. So on top of this very first double crochet that I made, I am going to come and I slip stitch to join the yellow color. So after that, I am now going to chain 1. So we have now changed color. I come and chain 1. We have now changed color. So I again start by, remember, we start by placing a single crochet right here in this very first stitch, yarn over, pull through. We are now going to handle these double crochets that we've been leaving hanging. So I come to this first one, I yarn over and pull through. Come in this very first space, I bring my hook right here, I yarn over, pull through this very first stitch. I remain with 2 stitches, I yarn over and pull through the 2 stitches. I then come to this next one, I yarn over and pull through. In this very first space, I bring my hook right here, I yarn over, pull through the first loop, come to the next space, I yarn over, pull through the first loop. I remain with 2 loops, I yarn over, pull through both the 2 loops on the hook. I then come to the next one, I yarn over, pull through, come in this very first space, yarn over, pull through the first loop, come to the next space, yarn over, pull through the first loop, come to the last space, yarn over, pull through the next loop, first loop, and then with the last 2 stitches, you just yarn over and pull through both the stitches, both the loops. I then come right here in the middle where we skipped, yarn over and pull through. In this very first space, I yarn over, pull through the first loop, come to the next space, I yarn over, pull through this next loop, come to the next space, yarn over, pull through the next loop, and the last space, I yarn over and pull through this space at the end, I yarn over, pull through both loops. I then come on the hanging stitches of this side. This is the first one, I yarn over, pull through. In this very first space, I yarn over, pull through the first loop, and then in the next one, yarn over, pull through the first loop. In the last space, come yarn over, pull through the last loop, and then yarn over at the end and pull through both loops. I also come to this one, yarn over, pull through. In the very first space, I yarn over, pull through the first loop. In the last space, yarn over, pull through the first loop. At the end, I yarn over, pull through both loops. Hope you're getting me. Well, I come to this last double crochet, I yarn over and pull through. Come in this very first space, which is even the last one, I yarn over, pull through this first loop. At the end, I yarn over, pull through both loops. So well, this is going to be the pattern, the same thing that we did right here when we had just connected our pink color to the yellow color, sorry, after the yellow color. So I then come on top of this double crochet, I place there a single crochet, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both the loops. Yeah, so well, this is going to be the pattern, and let me come back to you when I am at the end of this line. So well, I have reached the end of this line, and I'm going to come on top of this very first single crochet that I made, this one, and I slip stitch. Yes, after slip stitching, I chain 1. So right here in this very first stitch of mine, I am going to start by placing there 1 double crochet. So my first double crochet, I come in the next stitch, I also place there a double crochet. I come to the next one, place there a double crochet, and then to the next one, I place there a double crochet. So when I reach this longest stitch, this one, I just skip it, I chain 2 and skip it, and then start by placing my first double crochet right here. This is the second one, this is the third one, this makes it the fourth one, this becomes the fifth one, this is the sixth one, and finally this is the seventh one. This is the seventh one. So after the seventh one, I chain 2, skip this stitch right here, come to the next one, and again resume placing my 7 double crochets. So well, let me do this. We've done this before. Let me do this and come back at the end of this line. Well, I have reached the end of this line. I have 4 this side and 3 this side to make it a total of 7. So I'm going to come on top of this very first one and I slip stitch just like we did before. After that, I chain 1 and again start by placing a double crochet right here in the very first stitch. Come to the next one, place there a double crochet, the next one as well. So remember, you have to always leave the first one this side and also the first one this side. So after that, I chain 4, 3, 4, come on this side, I skip the first one, come here, I start placing there my double crochet, I place the second one, I come, place the third one, the fourth one, and the fifth one. I leave this one out to make it a total of 5. I chain 4 again. And yes, so hope you remember this pattern. Yeah, so let me also do this and come back at the end of. Well, I have reached the end of this line and I'm also done slip stitching. So I'm going to start by placing my very first double crochet right here. I come here, place there my second double crochet. So I leave this one out. Instead of chaining 4, I now chain 6, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. I then skip this first one, come to the second one, place there my double crochet, come right here, also place there my double crochet, come here, place there my double crochet. I leave this one out. I chain 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so let me also do this and come back at the end of this line. Well, I've finished this line, so I'm now going to start another line. I've chained one already, so I'm going to start by placing a double crochet right here. So this is one, and instead of chaining 6, I'm now going to be chaining 8. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. After that, I come to the next one. I come right here. I skip this one, place my double crochet right here in the middle. After that, I chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 8. So I yarn over, come right here, place there my double crochet. Yeah, so let me do this and get back to you at the end of this line as well. Well, I have reached the end and I'm going to get my pair of scissors, cut off this yellow yarn. So I am now going to bring my pink color and attach it to this yellow yarn. So I now come on top of this very first double crochet that I made and I slip stitch, come and I slip stitch. Oops. After slip stitching, I am now going to chain 1. We are going to start by placing a single crochet right here at the beginning. I yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops. So we are now going to handle these hanging double crochets. I yarn over, pull through in this space, I yarn over, pull through at the end, I yarn over, pull through both the 2 loops. I then come right here, yarn over, pull through. In this very first space, I yarn over, pull through the first loop. In the next space, I yarn over, pull through the next loop. And at the end, I yarn over, pull through both the 2 loops. Right here, I yarn over and pull through. In this very first space, yarn over, pull through the first loop. In the next space, yarn over, pull through the first loop. And in the last space, I yarn over, pull through the first loop. At the end, I yarn over, pull through both loops. I come right here. In this space, I yarn over and pull through. In the very first space, I yarn over, pull through this first loop. I come to the very next space, yarn over, pull through the first loop, come to the next space, yarn over, pull through the first loop, come to the last space, yarn over, pull through the first loop. At the end, I yarn over, pull through both loops. I then come here, I yarn over, pull through. In this very first space, I yarn over, pull through the first loop. The next space, I yarn over, pull through the first loop. In this last space, I yarn over, pull through the first loop, and at the end, I yarn over, pull through both loops. I then come right here, I yarn over and pull through. In this very first space, I yarn over, pull through this very first loop, and in the next space, yarn over, pull through the first loop. At the end, I yarn over, pull through both loops. I then come right here, a yarn over, pull through. In this very space, a yarn over, pull through the first loop. At the end, a yarn over, pull through both loops. I come on top of this double crochet, yarn over, pull through, place there a single crochet. Yeah, so this is the pattern. Hope you love it. This is how our skirt is going to be. You're going to do this doing the same pattern, doing the same things that we've been doing together up to when you reach the length of the skirt you desire. Well, I am not going to finish the skirt because I already made one and I just wanted to make a tutorial for this skirt. Yeah, so after that, after making the length of the skirt that you desire, you will then have to make a chain for the waistband. You are going to make a chain that is going to be for your waistband, and for the chain, this helps to tighten the waistband. So for the chain, you start by making a slip knot, rotate your yarn, you then pull it out, bring your hook right here in the middle and pull this behind yarn. You then start by yarning over and pulling through. You yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. You yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Well, this is how our chain is made, and I'm going to do this up to when I have something that can go around my waistband. So well, this is my chain and this can go around my waistband. So I am now going to put it through the waistband. We are going to be putting it in and out. So you get this end, you put it in and then pull it out, in and out. You make sure that you put the chain on this very first line on top. You put it in and out, in and out. Yeah, so you do this up to when you're done. Well, this has been it. This is how our skirt is made. This is how our waterfall skirt is made. Hope you've loved the process of making it. My name is Kitty and this is Kitty Crochets. Thank you very much for viewing. Don't forget to give my video a thumbs up. You can also leave your comment as well. You also don't leave here without subscribing. I kindly beg of you, for those who have subscribed, I am really humbled, and let's keep pushing it. Yeah, thank you very much. See you again in my next tutorial.